Jaws 2 is a perfect stoner horror movie. There is one. It's a stoner movie. It's really good it's like the kind of movie like Passion of the Christ or Titanic makes. You know, stoner movie that really stupid, don't make any sense, but there's hot chicks in it. And stupid and cheesy and fun. That's what Jaws 2 is. Completely unbelievable. Who is the shark this time? The same shark that got blown up and now is a zombie-like shark, it looks like. And somehow put itself back together after getting blown up the head. Only this time he has to do the same thing, but with electrical stuff. With get him to get the shark to bite on a wire and commit suicide so he can blow up again. And it's explained somehow, not very many rhyme or reason, that it's the same shark he killed before, only somehow it's the same shark. The exact same shark. Huh? Beats me. And that is the last time we see to this great main character that was in the first one, We don't see him ever again for any of the ones. Because he was the only one that was smart enough not to sign on for another sequel after this horror show of a tragedy. A funny stone tragedy. That stoners can think of. And I give this a 10 out of 10. Now we get into Jaws 3, also known as Jaws 3D. You know how Spy Kids 3 also goes by Spy Kids 3D Game Over? Also goes by free titles like Spy Kids 3D Game Over, Spy Kids 3, and Spy Kids Game Over. Confusing, isn't it? So, get this. They put an aquarium in a dome. Underwater. So, where in the middle of the ocean, a bunch of sharks are passing by. And the designers didn't think that would ever happen. A shark would break the dome. Because, as we know, this is all weak, fragile creatures based in the past installments and such sensitive souls that don't want to eat people. Alright. So, shark breaks the dome and everyone dies pretty much. Women, children, stupid people that probably deserved it for going underwater into the underwater dome for that reason, thinking that nothing bad could happen. Kind of like the people that were in that died on Titanic, and think it was a good idea not to take safety precautions. And say, it's safe. That'll be like if I say that would be like if that's ridiculous. History's very stupid. And people are very stupid throughout history, I've come to realize. Look at the people that died on Titanic. Those bastards probably had it coming because God was not on their side. Oh, that's too funny thinking about that. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Wait, where am I going with this? Oh, yeah. So they all have the happily ever after, the boys do, the brothers. Or with the girls now, and blah blah blah. Who cares? The people die, everyone else dies except the main character of the brothers or the girls, I think. I don't remember the much. This one this is when I started to focus on what was going on. I swear to God, this movie rotted my fucking brain. But, marijuana seems to, why, it's like, this is like this kind of, shit. Fuck, what was I getting at? I lost my train of thought, damn it. I give these 10 out of 10 for being stupid movies, but entertaining movies nonetheless, with great eye candy, I say. Cruel Jaws, on to Cruel Jaws, also known as Jaws 5, also known as the final installment to this franchise. Yes, there's 5 of them. Is probably the dumbest shit thing put together on a project. But who gives a fuck about the story when we at least have eye candy, I guess? And stupid stuff. Plenty of fun, stupid stuff that'll rot your brain and your gut. But mostly your cells of your brain. More or less. And, will destroy your IQ and make you question everything. What is real? That's what Cruel Jaws is in a nutshell. The after effects of seeing this movie. And all these movies, I give them... Go see Cruel Jaws. Because it's cruel. And funny. And stupid. Give it a 10 out of 10, I am. Now time for James Cameron's masterpiece of a shit fuck mess. This movie's hilarious. Everyone's so oblivious that they're on a boat. And they think the Titanic is God because they think it's perfectly safe and unsinkable. And what happens is they see the iceberg ahead, the captain does, and he says, "No, we don't need to turn around, we'll pass it." Before we by the time we come to that thing will pass by us in no time before so with no reason to turn around. The next thing you know, they get hit by the fucking iceberg and everyone dies, dying and sinking and freezing to death. And Jack saves his life for this tramp called Rose, who is also the 2 main lead characters of this film. Oh. She's a dumb bitch. Because instead of doing the common sense thing, we'll just do the retarded answer. So Jack dies because Rose is too fucking stupid and dense to move over for Jack. On the piece of boat she's on. That's a piece of the ship that she's on the wooden plank. And it's not like she's that big of a girl. She's fit. She's just stupid. And you get this. This is happening through a flashback through an old lady Rose version of as an old lady. This entire movie, all this because these scout, All this because the ship are trying to find the stupid necklace that Rose has been keeping locked away out of sight in her room and decides to dump it over the Titanic like the bitch she is, and nobody ever catches her. And that thing's worth millions of dollars. Many money. I don't know how much it's worth, it's worth a lot. And the only reason why she got rid of it instead of selling it or giving it away is dumping it over the Titanic. Now, I was explaining to Leah for alternate ending of this movie why she didn't keep it or sell it, just want to dump it over the Titanic. It's because she thought of the husband who is the evil mastermind cliche character played by Billy Zane, who tries to gun down Jack and Rose because he wants to be with Rose as his wife throughout the Titanic when it's in the middle of sinking. Once Titanic turns into a heist. That's what happens. Right when it starts sinking. And the rest of the time, it's just built up. For the first 2 hours. Yeah, the Titanic has the same problem that Pearl Harbor had that Michael Bay did. Instead of giving us what we want, which people fucking dying, we have to make this into a fucking weird fantasy that you dreamt that you dreamt up in your, I don't know, in 5th grade. I mean, how old was Cameron or Michael Bay when they both decide to rip off basically which basically decides to take a similar style and tone to Romeo and Juliet. And we all know though those two live happily ever after, so clearly you want to do that. That's like it's too funny. The sad thing is when the whole scenes was the most of the stuff in this movie was shot practically. Even the water flooding was inside the Titanic. That was shot done practically. I found out that just makes me fucking depressed. You wasted that much money, Cameron, on this stupid fucking movie. I mean, I like the stupid fucking movie, but still, a stupid fucking movie is a stupid fucking movie. Can't deny what you've made. Or can't deny what you are. Or what the saying is. The saying is, right? Right. And, Rose keeps on monologuing, saying she's a black woman in America by referring to herself as a slave and on a ship because she's all depressed for some reason, probably because her mother's a control freak, or because the Billy Zane's an abusive husband. We don't know. We're supposed to take her word for her that she has it hard. Boo hoo hoo, cry me a river, bitch. Oh, the tragedy of feeling incomplete. For some reason, whatever. I mean, she's wealthy, she's rich, seems a lot of people that care about her. But for some reason, she's not happy and doesn't want to be on the Titanic, wants to be on God knows where. Now she's in Fatherland, saying she has it so tough. like she thinks she has it tough as a black person. But she keeps on referring to herself as that she felt like a slave on the ship during that time period, getting on and off in the whole project of getting married, blah, blah, blah. Even when the guy seems a perfectly stable, nice dude, and then for some reason he flips the switch off and breaks the switch and turns on his true insanity of levels of insanity. And so, whoop-de-fucking-do. Oh, and this is also the story how Rose and Jack met and got separated through death to them, death part of them, blah, blah, blah. And the Rose lost her virginity, and Jack probably lost his virginity too. With each other in the van, and, you know, for some reason, bitch Rose, as old lady, decide to leave that part of the story end while telling you about the Titanic times. And holy fuck, I want to slap that bitch for talking, for not leaving that part out. Because her daughter's in the room when she's talking to these people about that scene. I want to slap that old cunt in the face. I don't care what happens if she falls off. Her skin falls off, she snaps her neck. Not probably problem. That's God's was sign of saying that she had it coming. Not my fault I accidentally killed her. Yeah. That's right, bitch, Rose. You suck. And that's all that happens in the movie. That ends. Rose dies in her sleep, goes to see Jack in heaven while everyone else on Titanic. That was on Titanic. Even the abusive husband, Billy, saying that was a fiancé that tried murdering her. Sure, why not? Everyone goes in heaven on the Titanic. If that's the message you want to send, James, send that message. I don't give a fuck. You're a sick, twisted bastard. And I love what you did with this movie. I give this a 10 out of 10. Goodbye. Subscribe to my channel. I love you, audience. Goodbye.